Hey, it's Jimmy Lee Lard, the Sock Snob, and I wanted to do a video for two reasons. I wanted to do a reef update for those reef enthusiasts on YouTube and other areas of social media who, are having interest in such things. But I also wanted to do a quick message to those people who may not have a hobby, a good hobby to occupy your time. And hobbies do more than just occupy your time. In fact, it's a great opportunity to increase your physical abilities, improve your memory, and learn something new, or reduce stress and so on. So, great thing to have as a hobby. And if you don't have a hobby, then I would recommend, especially for men, we need something to do and we want to, always take things up to the next notch. So reef keeping is my hobby. So it's more than just a fish tank. It is coral reef, so live coral. And just to understand coral better, these are actual animals. They're not plants, they are animals. They hunt, so to speak. Small plankton-sized animals and so on. So great thing to get into, great thing to introduce your children to. My son loves reef tanks. In fact, he's an adult now, and he lives in another state, and when he comes home, he wants to see, hey, what's changed in the tank and so on. So I've been in the hobby for about 10 years and thoroughly enjoy it. And this particular one, I started a new reef when I moved back to Chicago full-time, because I was splitting my time between Chicago and DC. And now that I'm here full-time, I started a 90-gallon reef tank. And you can check some of my other videos where I showed how easy it is to do a reef tank and so on, without spending tons of money and lots of time, a simple method. And that ultimately what became this tank. It started out as a 90-gallon tank, sprung a leak in the middle of the night, so this is part of that update for you guys. Sprung a leak in the middle of the night, and because it was damaged when it was moved in and I did not realize it. So I had to sort of go into save mode and try and rescue some of the inhabitants and so on. I did lose, unfortunately, a few of my friends, both coral and fish, but I was able to save a great deal, and this is the result. It actually turned out that I now have a smaller tank, which worked out well, actually. I was surprised how much I enjoy now having just a 75-gallon tank. So this is a 75-gallon reef, and I'll just walk you through some of the changes in here. So we have here mostly soft, or predominantly soft tank. However, it is truly a mixed reef, and I have anchoring in the center of a gorgonian, a fairly large gorgonian here, a leather coral. I love leather corals, and in these particular, typical toadstools, I have two of them here. And then also sort of anchored on this end are some button polyps. In the middle, both of which are going through sort of a sloughing stage, if you'll notice here, are some neon green singularia. So I have both the flat form, which is about ready to burst open. As you can see, usually when they slough over like that, that is when they're about to grow on you. And you'll see also the tree form there as well. And same thing, huge. Actually, the tree form is actually the biggest coral I have in this tank, believe it or not. So next to that, you will see tons of pulsing zinnia. The pulsing zinnia have been doing great. I started out with just 2 frags, and they have just spread like wildfire. I have some zoanthids. Unfortunately, my lawnmower blenny was sitting on top of them, so half of them are closed, unfortunately. An orange sponge over here, and a couple mushrooms. I had to reconfigure the tank a little while ago, so some things are overturned, and unfortunately now some of the coralline algae is now facing in the wrong direction and all of that. But in either case, here we get into some of the hard coral. So here's a chalice coral down here. This is a watermelon chalice. I hope the colors come through very well on video. They usually don't, unfortunately, for reef tanks. And then we have a purple Monty cap over here, which as I'm looking at it through the viewfinder, it looks a little brown. So all of the fish are hiding, but they are in here. So I have a Coral Beauty Angel, Algae Blenny, 2 clowns, a mated pair, 3 blue-green chromis, a Bangai Cardinal, and I think that is it. Yeah, that's about it for this tank. And like I said, I've had some great times with it so far. I'm looking, and by the way, the tank is only a few months old, so this version of it is only about 2 months old, and then prior to that, the 90 gallon had been up since about March, and it's now August. So it is also my mommy's birthday, so I just got in and I'm about to feed the tank. So I just got in and, you know, trying to relax after a great evening with my mom. So I just wanted to say again, please, if you don't have a hobby, get one. It doesn't have to be the hobby that I'm having, but I do recommend this one because it is a great one to have. And then also, like I said, for you guys who are checking out the Reef and haven't seen it in a while, give me your feedback. Let me know what you think. And that's about it. So please like and subscribe if you choose to do so. I'm more than grateful for your time and for you even simply watching my video. Thanks a lot. Have a good night.